xin kính chào các khán giả đang coi chương trình Beauty with Tiffany. Tiffany hôm nay rất là hân hạnh được mời một người bác sĩ, đó là Dr. Sam Lam, đã tới đây để mà chung trò chuyện với Tiffany. Thật ra bác sĩ này rất là tài ba các quý vị ơi, nên Tiffany chờ một chút phút để mà chia sẻ những cái gì mà bác sĩ này đã làm trong giúp rất là nhiều người. Thank you for coming to my show. Welcome to a show, Beauty with Tiffany show. So I want to know, I'm so excited to invite you to come on our show. And this is Dr. Lam. And Dr. Lam, I don't want to, you know, like put everything out there to the audience. So first of all is I want you to say hello to our audience before we continue talk about, I'm so excited to hear about what you have for us.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I'm so excited to be here as well. I've never really addressed a large audience like this of Vietnamese people. I have a ton of Vietnamese friends and patients, so this is an audience that I'm really excited to be here to do.
And that's awesome. I just want to take a few minutes to kind of like introduce you properly to our audience. So first of all, quý vị biết không, người bác sĩ này không phải chỉ là làm cho cái mặt của mình đẹp, nhưng mà trong khi đó là vì lý do mà Tiffany mời được người bác sĩ tài ba như thế này là về mặt, về tóc, về thân hình là bác sĩ này đều làm được hết. Là một người bác sĩ mà có thể trồng tóc cho mình được, và cộng thêm đó là đã viết trên 150 cuốn sách và 7 cuốn sách để mà dạy học cho về medical. Nên Tiffany rất là vui khi nói chuyện với bác sĩ này. So I just explain to you, explain to the audience a little bit about, you know, you so much involved in not just a plastic surgeon.
Sure.
But the first of all is, first question I'm asking you is, how long you been in the board certified facial surgeon?
Sure. I've been in practice for 12 years now, and I did a residency in head and neck surgery. Then I did a fellowship in facial plastic surgery. Then I spent about 6 months in Asia traveling and learning about Asian cosmetic surgery, at the same time writing a textbook there and really developing a lot of friendships and collegiality. And I've got 3 board certifications, if that's the question. One is in head and neck surgery. The second is in facial plastic surgery, and the third is in hair restoration surgery.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Talk about the book, because you know, it's amazing when I research and I research about your potential, and I was like, oh my God, this doctor, how do you have time to sleep? You know, because you're not just doing a patient, you know, construction on them, but you also write so many books and then advise a lot of books. And unfortunately, I don't know you know this or not, the first time I met you, and I was also one of the teachers in the expos, you know, International Congress Expo every years in Dallas or New York or Las Vegas. I saw you, you know, teaching, and I was like, oh my God, he's that Asian, you know, he's just incredible knowledge of, you know, beauty, not just the structure of the face, but hairs, and like you say, information for another future people can read, right?
Right.
So my next question to ask you is how can you come from a plastic surgery, right, board, and then turn into reconstruction for hair?
For hair? You know, that's a great question, because a lot of plastic surgeons don't work on the hair. For me, it was a combination of great events, one of which, during my fellowship, I trained to do hair, so I was already learning to do that. But it was meeting a person, Amina Karamanovsky, which is a mouthful.
Oh my
she's been working with me for a decade now. She's actually a physician from Serbia. And when I was in my fellowship, the gentleman that was working as the coordinator for my fellowship director had his hair done by this woman. He says, Sam, when you go back to Dallas, make sure you meet up with this woman. So I met up with her on a Saturday, talked with her, and listening to her, I realized no matter how much training I had to reinvent everything. And she and I have had a great partnership together, and we've developed a lot of techniques together. We run a national course together for over, this is our 6th year doing this. So we're very passionate about being leaders in the field. I can get into a lot of details, but really the answer to your question is, it was just this, I really is God-given, this happenstance, which I don't believe in accidents. I believe accidents are God-given, and I believe that I've had the fortuity of having her work with me, develop my skill sets, and that's really how everything came about.
Wow. You know, it's incredible. Let me take a minute to kind of explain to our audience with Beauty with Tiffany to understand a little bit, because our Vietnamese, you know, culture and Vietnamese people, especially women, we love beauty. We love to, you know, look so good. But the part of hair, that's a problem. Because, you know, when we come from United States, come from Vietnam to United States, the water change, and also we give birth and stress in our life, we lost a lot of hair. So they're going to be so happy when I'm, you know, kind of translate a little bit what you tell us. Quý vị biết không, người bác sĩ tài ba này không phải chỉ là lo cái mặt không, mà anh ta đã học được một cái trồng tóc và làm cho tóc của mình có thể mọc lại và trồng tóc một cách rất là tự nhiên. Mà Tiffiny thấy rất là nhiều, thì có nhiều cái show khác Tiffiny sẽ nói về tóc không? Tại vì Tiffany nghĩ đó là một cái mà thường một người đàn bà hoặc là một con người, nếu mình mắc tóc đi á, cái răng, cái tóc là một cái rất là quan trọng và một đời sống, và cộng thêm nữa là cái sắc đẹp. Nên khi mà Tiffany biết là bác sĩ này có thể trồng tóc được, nên Tiffany rất là thích. Tại vì cái đó là một cái nỗi khổ. Mình có thể làm make up, mình có thể làm cho cái mặt mình đẹp, nhưng mà tóc không thể nào mà trồng lại được nếu mình mắc rồi. Thì cái đây là một cái mà người bác sĩ này mà Tiffany research rất là nhiều. Tiffany coi nhiều chương trình của anh ta, và Tiffany đã có trong một trường hợp gặp là Tiffany có đi dạy chung và nghe những cái lời thuyết trình rất là hữu hiệu cho, và rất là bác sĩ này rất là thành công trong cái nghề về làm mặt và trồng tóc. I'm going to explain everything you just said. So
I wish I could understand.
So I'm so excited because it's just, I have so many. Put this way, I've been stalking you and I've been watching you. How you
Was
know?
that you outside my window last night?
I think so. Because I was doing it. I wanted to make sure to understand who is on my show.
Yeah.
And what the beautiful about you is not just about, you know, you go to school and come and every single day go see patient, right?
Right.
And help them with their beautiful nose or beautiful eye or beautiful hair. But something about you, and I want to understand, and I want our audience to understand who you are. And you're right here in Dallas. And believe me, a lot of people don't know. We have an incredible doctor right here in our soil, right here in Dallas, Texas. So let me know how do transformation plastic surgeon into beauty industry.
How did, you mean, you're talking about my wellness?
Yeah, your wellness.
Yeah, so for me, when I started this whole industry, I realized that plastic surgery is only one component of wellness and one component of making yourself feel good and look good. There's an internal piece, there is internal health. You're a nutritionist, a world-famous nutritionist, and so you understand that, and you do makeup, so you have this component of looking at the inside and the outside. And when the inside sings, the outside looks great. So my wellness building comprises, what I was trying to do is inside and outside, Eastern and Western, beauty and health, and all putting it all together. So for example, I have my surgery center there, obviously. There is also a plastic surgeon. I only do the face, so he works on the body, which I think is great. And also I've got an acupuncturist. I've got a rolfer, and what that is a body alignment type thing, as well as there is a salon and a spa. There is a marriage counselor slash psychotherapist there. So there is so much involved with one. There's an anti-aging doctor, Asian doctor that does that. So it's really, to me, it's the East meets West. It is the inside meets the outside, and it's a complete composite of health and beauty.
Wow. And I visit your beauty, your wellness center, and this is incredible. But you know, we're going to come back and talk about that.
All right.
So quý vị biết không, biết chờ một chút, tại Tiffiny và Dr. Lam sẽ trở lại, tại vì có nhiều cái chi tiết mà Dr. Lam sẽ chia sẻ với mình, làm sao cho chị em bạn gái và các bác trai nữa, các anh trai nữa có thể làm rất là đẹp cho bản thân của mình và giữ gìn sức khỏe của mình từ tóc cho đến da mặt. Tiffany sẽ trở lại trong một vài thông tin thương mại.